Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Federal government to establish building material manufacturing hubs nationwide. House of Representatives to reconstitute Ad-Hoc Committee on oil and gas investigation. African leaders move to boost intra-continental trade. Igbaja People's Forum commences free summer lessons for SS1 to SS3 students. Minister laments for international support for government reforms. COREN inaugurates technical committee to tackle infrastructure failure. Police beef up security in Plateau after 24-hour curfew. And on sport. The Tigers brace for American challenge in Olympics quarterfinals. Now the news in details. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, has said the federal government is set to establish building materials manufacturing hubs across 6 geopolitical zones. He said the proposed locations for the hubs are Shagamu in southwest, Aba in southeast, Wari or Asaba in south-south, Ajaokuta in the north-central, Kano in the northwest, and Gombe in northeast. The minister announced the ministry's readiness to collaborate with investors interested in funding and managing the hubs. The leadership of the House of Representatives has announced the dissolution of the current Ad-Hoc joint downstream and midstream committees, which were established to investigate critical issues in the oil and gas sector. According to a statement by the House spokesperson, Akin Rotimi, the new Ad-Hoc Committee will be constituted to take over the mandate of the dissolved committee with a focus on ensuring a thorough and independent investigation. African finance ministers and central bank governors have outlined a 4-point strategy to enhance intra-African trade and stimulate economic growth. The plan, which was agreed upon at this year's African Caucus meeting in Abuja, focused on strengthening payment systems, improving energy access, leveraging partnerships with banks, and reforming the global financial architecture. The meeting, held amidst a challenging global economic climate, stressed the need to increase intra-African trade as a catalyst for job creation and investment. The Igbaja People's Forum has commenced its 2024 long holiday-free summer lesson for students in SS1 to SS3, aiming to provide educational support for them. Addressing the students at the official flag-off, Elder Oyin Zubair encouraged the students to be diligent on their studies while assuring that their scholarship for any outstanding ones. He also commended the volunteer teachers for their dedication to Igbaja.
24 summer class sponsored by Igbaja People's Forum. It is an annual event, always when they are on vacation. We don't want them to be roaming about, and we have promised them that each of them that is good in their various classes or subjects, we will give them scholarship. So we thank the state government for providing everything to our schools. We still want more. Most of these schools don't have furniture. They lack accommodation, and especially toilets where the students have relaxed when the conveniences. So we assure you that this year is a special package. We are giving them meals every day, and it's going to take 25 days.
Speaking with Justeventonline TV, the lesson coordinator, Mr. Tajudeen Jimo, praised the IPF for the initiative, saying it will significantly impact the students' academic pursuits. He disclosed that the program featured professional teachers that will impact quality knowledge to the students.
My name is Salah Odunishola, the coordinator for IPF 2024 Summer Mega Class. The program started today. We thank God for the turnout of the students. Because today is day one, and in our report on the register, so far so good. We have about 250 students from both the GSS class and SS classes. And we thank God to the Igbaja People Forum, the organizer and the sponsor of the program. They have done very well. And we thank God that at Igbaja here, we were able to recruit the caliber of people that we recruited for the program are very, very impressive and important.
The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, has expressed dissatisfaction with the inadequate support from international development partners, noting that the government had anticipated greater assistance for its reform efforts to yield results. He said the international bodies have not provided enough support to consolidate the bold, courageous and risky reforms undertaken by the current administration since its inception over a year ago. He advocated enhanced international development assistance to African countries, suggesting that it should be more proportional to their populations. The Council of the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN, has inaugurated a National Technical Committee to address the issue of infrastructure failure in the country. The current president, Professor Sadiq Abubakar, noted that the committee will drive the engineering regulations monitoring at the national level. He said this will ensure effective monitoring and enforcement of engineering regulations to prevent infrastructure failures. Amidst the ongoing 24-hour curfew imposed in Jos, the Plateau State Commissioner of Police, Olugbemiga Adeshina, has ordered the deployment of officers to dominate the city. In a statement on Monday, the CP said the move was based on security intelligence, which revealed that hoodlums were planning to hijack the NBAC governors in Nigerian protest to cause mayhem in the state. The last on the news is sport. Nigeria's Tigers have been drawn against the United States in the quarterfinals of the women's basketball event at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The Nigerian ladies made history by securing Nigeria's first ever berth in the last 8 of the Olympic basketball tournament. This followed their impressive 79-70 victory over Canada in the final group game on Sunday. And that'll be all on Justeventonline News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Federal government to establish building material manufacturing hubs nationwide. House of Representatives to reconstitute Ad-Hoc Committee on Oil and Gas Investigation. African leaders move to boost intra-continental trade. Igbaja People's Forum commences free summer lesson for SS1 to SS3 students. Minister laments poor international support for government reforms. COREN inaugurates technical committee to tackle infrastructure failure. Police beef up security in Plateau after 24-hour curfew. And on sport, the Tigers brace for American challenge in Olympics quarterfinal. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Remember, to know how much there is to know is the beginning of learning to live. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I'm an Ifat Ismail. Good night.